Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? Oh yeah, look at that big smiling face up on the screen. That is Nader from the Middle East. Of course, as I'm going through my messages, people are sending me links saying, hey, Nader sent you a message. I love how that works, because when we want to communicate with one another, we just pretty much put out a video, say what we need to say. So the other day, somebody said there was a video released by Nader. I went ahead and looked at it and just responded to it. I just want to, every time this happens, though, I just want to make sure that him and I are on the same page and he doesn't misunderstand what I'm saying in the videos because I'm talking about what the lady is saying in the news and not so much picking on anything that Nader is saying. I love what Nader does. I really do. I dig that he gets out these news stories because these are things that we don't usually have access to. And at least it gives us some kind of insight on what's being said over there in Iraq. So I dig that he does that. I like having him part of the community. I think he's a big plus and an asset to everything that we're doing over here. So I'm grateful for that. But let's review his video and go over what it is he was talking about. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link will be down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code PIMPYSILVER. Yes, it has changed. PIMPYSILVER. So if you're watching this video and it's an older video, make sure you check on current videos because the code is going to be changing from time to time from now on. Also, I can be found on other platforms. Everybody knows I have my own website, Pimpy's News Network. Over here, I post videos that I can't get away with over on YouTube. Also, I have a group on Facebook called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. Come on over here and join us. It's free to do so. You can also come follow me on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, and Odyssey. The links for all these platforms will be down below in the description. So for whatever reason, if I get removed off of one platform, you could find me on the others. For those of you looking for my address, there it is right here. Feel free to pause the video and write it down and go ahead and reach out to me. Okay, let's go over this because, like I said, I just want to make sure we're on the same page because I dig Nader.
Good morning, Nader from the Middle East. Hey, listen, sometime this video have nothing to do with Dinar. This video is about Pimpy. It makes me laugh. Sometimes I hate him. You know, I hate him because he makes fun of me.
No, I don't make fun of you. Ouch. You hate me, huh? That's terrible.
But in a good way, though. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? In a good way. He's not. He takes something and he explains it. Pimpy, this is for you. Listen to me. You saw my videos. It's not like when I talk to people, I always keep them grounded. I don't tell them tomorrow is gonna change. I give them the news.
Yeah, and that's one thing I like about Nader for the most part. He's a person that is pretty much grounded. You know, that's important because the last thing you want to do is blow hope in people's butts and then they feel misled and then they think this currency is a scam. It's not a scam. So it's cool when people are just putting the information out there instead of fabricating information. And that's one thing I like about Nader.
Like that thing I put on, it's not from me, it's the news. You saw it. You know, I just put it on and put captation on like that. I don't have to deal with all that. So whatever the government says, whatever the TV says, the news, whatever, you know, I put it out there. Whatever I hear or I read or something good, I put it out there.
Yeah, I like the news reports. That's what I was talking about. I dig it when he does that. Like I said earlier, it gives us a chance to hear the news that the people over there in Iraq are hearing. It gives us some kind of insight on what's going on. So I dig that. I think the part that I was trying to straighten out was a lot of people were trying to tell me that the rate was going to be somewhere around 348 or something like that. and it had something to do with the newscast. So I heard the newscast, and they didn't say anything about a 348 rate, and so I think that's what I was pointing out. So I hopefully Nader doesn't think I'm picking on him about that. What I'm saying is I'm not sure where people got that information, because it doesn't say anywhere in that newscast that the rate change was going to be $3 or more. What they were saying is that the Prime Minister felt the currency was much stronger than US dollar, which needs a little bit of clarity, because what is he speaking about? I'm not talking about Nader, I was talking about the Prime Minister. So when he says that the currency is stronger than US dollar, what does he mean? Like recent performances? Or is he trying to tell the people that our currency is much stronger against the US dollar than where it is today? You know, stuff like that. So that's what I was looking for, clarity, because if you leave it open like that, and from any kind of newscast, the people out here in the YouTube arena, especially in the Dinar community, they'll go crazy. They'll start making stuff up, filling in the gaps, and blowing hope in people's butts. So that's what I was talking about, was the video.
So Pimpy, but you're wrong. Something is gonna change, Pimpy. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. I know for now they have to get out of all our corruption they have, but they're gonna get it. You see, United States is helping Iraq to arrest people, the corrupted people and all that stuff. Just give it some time, Pimpy. Give it some time. You'll be wrong.
I said it. I said that I felt like Iraq was heading down the right path. I was concerned when Al-Qademi was voted out of office and this new guy got in there, Sudani, because I knew he was really close to Maliki. And I was concerned that they would change the entire white papers or the reform papers and get off track and make things worse. Now, the jury is still out on that situation. We'll see if indeed they do that. I had anticipated everything going backwards, but I wasn't afraid to make a correction as time went on, and I read the news and reported it, and that was, it appeared to me that Sudani wasn't anything like I had anticipated, and that he was doing a lot of good things, and I was hoping that continued. As far as corruption is concerned, nothing's worse than it looks like Iraq is on track or doing the right thing, and then all of a sudden you get a report that theft of the century took place. That just looks really bad on the international scene. Here we are trying to get cleaned up over there in Iraq, and then you have this huge robbery take place of taxpayers' money. And it's not like small fry money. It's a ton of money. It's like 2.6 billion dinars or something like that. That doesn't give a lot of people confidence in the country. So it just sucks when they seem to be taking, 2-3 steps forward, only to get some kind of news that come out and just sets them back. That's what I didn't like. I keep an eye on all the news over there in the Middle East as much as possible that I have access to. I just don't read the Dinar recaps or anything, although I use it to do my videos. You guys see I use a ton of other news that I come across that I think is important to what we're talking about.
I'm gonna get you wrong, Pimpy, because things are doing a lot better in Iraq. I promise you, things are doing a lot better in Iraq. And if you talk about the private sector, look at it now, a year ago, look at it now. It's gone 60-70%.
It did. It has. It's grown. And I did a report about that, how the private sector has actually slightly reduced the country's reliance on oil. They went from 96% relying on oil revenues to fund their budget down to 94%. And that had a lot to do with the private sector. So they are growing. But again, we really need to get the jobs out there for the people. I'm glad the bickering stopped with politics. I'm glad a government is established. What I'm concerned about is the fact that Maliki is in a position of authority, which has never been a good thing. But so far it's been very quiet. We haven't heard very much about Maliki or anything else. So I'm just keeping an eye on it, and hopefully it continues to go down the right path.
Better. And it's true, Pimpy, the real value of the Iraqi dinar is not a fucking 1460, and it's not 1160.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is you hear these people out there, they're telling me, they say, hey, Pimpy, so-and-so said that the dinar was going to exchange at like $14 to every 1 dinar. I was like, what? Where the hell did you hear that at? Or it's $11, or it's going to be this. Look, I'm open to whatever kind of rate they want to throw out there, but just don't throw a number out there. Make sure you provide receipts. Make sure you show proof of it is what I'm asking. I don't think they're going to do 14, so when I heard that, I damn near fell out of my chair. But, I do think that the dinar is going to go up in increments. It's not going to be anything drastic overnight. I might be wrong. We're going to find out here because there seems to be a huge push by Al-Sudani to have Biden and the Federal Reserve give them some wiggle room. And if that's the case and they increase the dinar's exchange rate, then I'm not expecting it to jump up really big. If anything, it might go back to its original rate where it was before this last devaluation of around 1,190 dinars for every $1. That would make the people feel really good. They got more purchasing power with their money. It really helps those individuals in the poor sector. So that would be a good move. But to see anything really drastic, who knows? Maybe Nader's right. Maybe they'll surprise me. And that's a surprise I wouldn't mind having. I don't have a problem with being wrong. If these people whip out a rate of $2 or $3, heck, I'll come on here and celebrate and just say, hey, I was wrong. You guys are right. No problem whatsoever. It's not like I don't want the rate to be $2 or $3. Of course I do.
It's 328, not 48. 48. That's the true Iraqi dinar. That's the true value. For now, the rate, it's it's a punishment. You know better than me. It's a big punishment. You know that. In the whole Middle East, besides Iran, and besides the other country who just bankrupt themselves. If you take Saudis, if you take the Kuwaitis, if you take the Oman, if you take any other countries, their dinar or dirham or rial, some of them are not stronger, but some of them are half a dollar, So Iraq, with all the assets we have and all the richness we have, that's not the true rate of our dinars.
Yeah, I did a video showing everybody that there's a lot of currencies around the world that are crashing. And you can tell this is a planned event. They're really trying to push everybody into a one world currency. And they're going to find a way to do it one way or another. So it's up to the people out there whether or not they're going to tolerate this. But there's no doubt about it. Currencies around the world are being crushed. And I believe the US dollar is being used as a weapon to do so.
Wait, we're going to kick your ass. We're going to kick your ass on the rates. We're going to kick your ass. You see.
I hope so.
Just be patient. And if I'm saying it with a smile and everything, because I know something. Love you all, and see you later, guys.
So if Nader knows something, that's great. Hey, look, again, I'm not closed-minded to it. I would love to see a huge rate. Who wouldn't? I'm just trying to keep people grounded. When you got people out there committing suicide because of information that was told by somebody on YouTube, man, that's heartbreaking. That these people out there believe everybody word for word, and then all of a sudden things aren't going quite the way you were told it was going to happen, and you get yourself so depressed that you commit suicide. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing at all. And usually I don't get into other people's businesses, but once I found out people were dying from suicide because of information they heard from one of these yahoos on YouTube, well, then I'm going to speak out. A real quick glance at the news so far on the Iraqi dinar. So Al-Sudani's advisor, Iraq's economy will not be determined by shop brokers. That's what they're talking about, all the speculation that's going on out there. It's causing huge fluctuations in the exchange rate, and these brokers have an opportunity to make money off of it, and they do. South Islamic Bank gives good news to traders and business owners on saving the dollar. It's a quick report. It says ZF, South Islamic Investment and Financial Bank, good news for traders and business owners on saving dollars. The bank said in a notice that South Bank makes an offer to merchants and business owners to provide services of foreign remittance and documentary credits with a zero commission. Noting that the presence of a network of correspondences around the world, he added that external transfers against an exchange rate of 1,470 dinars to the $1 US, which is the fixed rate. So either documentary credits, or you can get the exchange rate at 1,465 dinars to every $1. And all the merchant has to do is just go into the branch. That's all they have to do. So we got the second meeting happening today. I'm sure what they're trying to do is iron out what it is they want to do as far as fixing the depreciation of the US dollar. You guys are well aware what's going on. I covered it in a video last night that actually get released this morning. You already have people over there in Iraq protesting Baghdad as currency crisis continues. You can see Iraq protesters rallied Friday in Baghdad demanding the government take action to stop the economic crisis and the slide of the national currency after the Iraqi dinar plunged further. Measures taken by the United States in recent months to stamp out money laundering and the channeling of dollars to Iran and Syria from Iraq have severely restricted Iraq's access to hard currencies. But that's what they want to do around the world, put everybody into digital currency. They're just going to look for any excuse whatsoever. They're going to tell the public this is the reason, even if it's just manufactured. The Iraqi dinar slipped to around 1,750 dinars for every dollar on the street exchanges in some parts of the country, and on Thursday compared to the official rate of 1,460 dinars. Most exchange stores in Baghdad were closed, while in the north city of Erbil, the dollar was trading around 1,710 dinars for every $1. So people are pissed about that because that's just devaluing the currency even more, giving you less purchasing power. So you can understand why they're upset. So I appreciate everybody letting me know about the video from Nader. I like Nader. He's a cool guy. I do like the videos that he puts out with the news on it. Like I said, I like it gives us an opportunity to get some kind of insight on what's going on. Shout out to Nader for doing that. I know a lot of people do appreciate that. So thanks for contributing that part, my friend. Anyways, that's it for now. You guys leave a comment down below and I will get back at you later. I'm out.